towards the election, they will start to be honest about the damage that these vaccines have caused. And because Trump keeps saying over and over and over and over again, oh, the vaccines were a wonderful thing, they're going to try to put the blame on Operation Warp Speed and Trump and say he killed all these people, when in reality, he was listening to everybody around him. And if you remember back in that time, the media was already destroying him for 3 years. What would have happened had he come out and said, no, this is not doing this, we're not shutting the country down? He would be seen as a total rogue president. You had Fauci, you had the NIH, you had the WHO, you had every single advisor, every single doctor, every single media person threatening people to get the vaccine, or you're going to get fined, or you're going to be excommunicated from society. We had people in the stores fighting people over a mask, which the science says unequivocally does not do anything. This was complete political theater to destroy Donald Trump in 2020, and now they're going to flip it and do the same thing in 2024. What is up, guys? It's Andy Frisella, and this is the show for the realists. Say goodbye to the lies, the fakeness, and delusions of modern society, and welcome to motherfucking reality. Guys, today we have Andy and DJ
Cruise the motherfucking internet.
That's what we're going to do. That's what CTI stands for. It stands for Cruise the Internet. We put topics on the screen. We talk about what's true, what's not true. We speculate, and then we talk about how we, the people, have to solve the problems going on in society. Other times you tune in, you're going to hear real talk. Real talk is just 5 to 20 minutes of me giving you some real talk. Other times we've got Q&AF. That's where you could submit your questions to be answered on the show. Now, you could submit your questions a couple different ways. The first way is,
guys, you can email those questions into askandy@andyfrisella.com.
Or you go on YouTube in the comments section and you can drop your question in the comments and we'll get some from there as well. Other times we have 75 hard verses. That's where people who have completed the 75 hard program, which is the initial phase of the Live Hard program, come on the show, sit down with us, talk about how their life was a shit show and how they un-shit-showed it using the 75 Hard and Live Hard program. Now, if you're unfamiliar with that program, I don't know where the fuck you've been, because it's the world's biggest mental transformation program. It is free. You can listen to it at episode 208 on the audio feed only. It is not on YouTube. We just started YouTube like a little over a year ago. So episode 208, program's free. There is a book on it called The Book on Mental Toughness. It's available on my website, andyfrisella.com. You can get the book. The book basically gives you the rundown of 75 Hard in its entirety, plus 10 chapters on mental toughness, forward by Tim Grover, case studies on some very famous people, how they use mental toughness to become who they are. If you like to know the details of things like I do, the book is an awesome resource. But like I said, you can get the program for free at episode 208 in the audio feed. Now, we have this thing called the fee. The fee means share the show, all right? You're going to notice that we don't take ads for the show. I'm not going to take your time talking about stuff that I don't even use so I can fund the show. I'm an actual entrepreneur in real life, not one of these internet idiots, and I fund the show myself, all right? So I ask very simply that you help us share the show, okay? That's what I say when I say pay the fee. It means tell someone. So if the show makes you think, if it makes you laugh, it gives you a new perspective, it's a message that needs to be heard, please share the show. We're constantly fighting censorship, shadow bans, all the shit, because we talk about everything they don't want us talking about. And we need your help getting the message out. So don't be a hoe.
Share the show.
All right.
Hey.
What's up, dude?
How's it going?
What are you doing there?
Double capping it.
Oh, so you're doubly full of shit today?
That's a good one.
Yeah, I know.
That's a good one. Yeah, no, man,
I like those hats.
Which one?
The black patch ones, the rebellion ones.
Oh, like this one I have here?
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny you say that. This is this a sneak peek?
No, we sold that one.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you said this was a new one.
Nah, bro. We sold. It's new, but we already sold a shit ton of them.
Oh,
we sold them out on the last drop.
Well, I thought I was like dropping some new shit.
Well,
bro.
you know,
the fuck.
Next
Joe
time,
set me up on that.
Well,
he's like, bro, this is new.
We like
shit
to do
out.
that here.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm over here doing something.
What you're not
capping for real now.
Yeah. It looks good on you, dude.
Does it?
That's a good looking hat.
It is a nice hat.
Yeah, it takes away the attention from your face.
Let me take a selfie. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad.
You take a selfie like a chick.
What the? What's
Make your face skinny and shit.
Fuck out of here. Show me how do you take a selfie, Andy? What's the proper way to take a selfie?
Is it go like this?
I didn't do no fucking duck lips, man.
Motherfucker, yeah, you
I
did.
didn't do no duck lips. I just put it right here.
Put your head down.
You gotta put your eyebrows up like you're all soft and shit. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Show me how to take a proper selfie then, Andy.
The way to take a proper selfie is not take one.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I've seen your selfies.
Those are not selfies. That's different.
What's those? What makes them? What makes?
Well, that's
those
different, bro. Look at my face and look at yours.
Right.
That's different. I'm sharing the wealth.
Right.
You're spreading something else.
Mm-hmm. All right. Enough of that.
So what's up?
What's going on, man?
Nothing, man.
Dude, did you see that? Did you see the roast of Tom Brady? Did you watch any of that?
I saw a little bit. I saw Dana White's part, and I laughed
Bro.
my fucking ass off.
Dana White. Can we listen?
First of all, let's just thank Dana White for not being a bitch.
Yeah.
Like, bro, he is legitimately like one of the last pillars, along with us, that will not fucking give an inch to these fucking idiots.
Yeah.
And I appreciate him.
Even
dude.
if they're not fucking with him, he still makes sure.
No,
that,
it's
they
great.
know.
Yeah,
You know?
I love it, dude.
like he's one of those guys. He's just like,
Bro, he brought out all the heat.
bro, he didn't give a
He
fuck.
brought out everything, dude.
Yeah, it's just like I could imagine him just like punching somebody. Didn't even do shit. What the fuck? You shut the fuck up, liberal.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, we'll go cry about it. Fucking bitch.
let's. I got the clip here, man. Let's watch Dana White's 60 seconds of fame. Here it is.
Not my thing, so I'm going to keep this short like Gronk's bus. Actually, let me get into this real quick. It pisses me off. I flew all the way out here, and you guys give me 60 seconds. My name is Dana. Is that not trans enough for you liberal fucks? No? All right. Tom, you played for the Patriots for so long that I was actually starting to feel like you were from Boston. Then I saw you run, and I was like, no, he's definitely from San Francisco.
Kevin Hart loves it.
You led the league for 20 years in passing as a straight guy. Come on. That was a good one.
That's a good one.
Hey, I got two of the baddest dudes in the world here right now. Sugar Sean O'Malley and Max Holloway. Tom, you would have been a great fighter. You're already the master of the ground and pound. That's what you call coffee dates with your boyfriend, Alex Guerrero. One more thing. You people probably don't know this, but Jeff Ross was very interested in the UFC. He thought it meant unlimited fried chicken. I love you.
That one was mid.
Bro, he hit on all the groups.
Yeah,
he hit on
sure.
trans, gay, retarded people.
Californians, which
Race.
is a separate group.
Yeah, everybody from San Francisco, which he's correct about.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, man,
Fried chicken.
that's what I said, race.
Mm. Oh, that's what you meant by race.
That is what I meant.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because it's funny as
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. Oh, you're not going to set me up, motherfucker. I'll say
it's
whatever
not
I want.
No, it's not setting you up. I was just clarifying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
All right.
Yeah. Who doesn't like fried chicken, motherfucker?
I love fried chicken.
No shit.
Yeah, I love it. The shit's good.
It is fucking good.
It's good Popeyes.
I get pissed off that you all claim it as your food. That's fucking equally my food. See what the real racism is.
Well, hold on.
Hold on. The real racism is you black guys taking fried chicken as your own and not ours. Because I like fried chicken.
We gave you the logo, bro.
What?
You got Colonel Sanders, bro. You got the logo.
No, I want the chicken.
The actual chicken.
Why is it not for white people as much as black people?
No, you guys got like
that sounds racist,
you
doesn't
got
it?
Raising Cane's, bro.
Very racist.
You got Raising Cane's. White people love that shit.
You just say that because it's got raisin in the title.
I didn't even think about that. That's good. No,
I
that's
know.
good. No, I said that because it's like there's no seasoning.
I'm tired of this racism based around all the good foods and drinks.
Well, hey, listen, my people, we had to learn how to adapt and survive. And that was kind of like a defense mechanism as, we made the food spicy with seasoning and shit. So that way, like,
We wouldn't eat it.
It warded off
All the whiteness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's racist.
Yeah, well, hey,
All right.
can't win them all.
Well, anyway, this was funny. I
I
enjoyed
like
it.
Dana, man. Dana's always good.
Yeah.
Hey, at every opportunity, man, address it. That's how that's my motto.
I give him a thumbs up
Mm-hmm.
at the beginning of the show.
I like it. I like it.
That
Well,
was actually pretty funny, dude.
no, it was great. Did you
For
see him
60
get roasted?
seconds?
Get roasted?
No.
Who did it? It was somebody like the same roast.
Did they have a roast for Dana White?
No, but like one of the guys called him out. I forget who the fuck did it, but he said he said something about like you got more you put more immigrants in cages than ICE. I forgot who the fuck it was. It was great though.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it was great. It
Yeah,
was
where's
good.
AOC when you need her?
Yeah, fuck man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like it. I fucking like it. Tom Brady's a goat too though. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
he's a goat. He does look a little weird, but
He doesn't look weird, bro. You know what it is? He spent so much time with his supermodel wife that he became like a supermodel dude. He
is that
just
what it
needs
was?
he needs to get a little more rugged.
Bro, Kevin Hart roasted Tom Brady on that, bro.
Kevin Hart's funny as fuck.
He's funny. He's funny.
What'd he say?
He said, bro, he said something about, he said, well, he's like, you fucked your coach. Almost like Giselle fucked her karate teacher.
Oh, he said that?
He said
Oh,
that.
shit.
He said, who the goes to karate? What'd he say?
Well, that's the point of the roast. There ain't
He said-
nothing off limits.
Oh, bro, he said, who the goes to karate class 8 times a day? He's like, she still got a white belt.
Listen, dude, you can say
Oh,
whatever you
shit.
want about Tom Brady, but I'll tell you this. He might look, he's a good looking dude and kind of, that mother tough as fuck. He'll rip
Oh,
your
yeah.
fucking head off.
I believe it.
You can't be great like that without that.
I wish we could see that side of him though.
We do see that side of him sometimes now. I like it.
Yeah.
Like he's starting to let loose in some of his content. He's starting to talk some real shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that guy's a killer, dude. Don't make any mistakes about that.
Yeah, that's real. He's tall. He's big too. He's like 6'4".
I don't know. I mean, dude,
How
the
tall is
thing
Tom
is,
Brady?
he built his career off. Like,
6'4", yeah.
look, dude. Here's what I respect. I respect people that take the talent that they were given and master it. And he's one of those guys. You know, he was never a standout guy in college.
No.
He was okay.
Won a #1 draft pick.
No, he was like in that last round.
Yeah.
So like, or 6th round or something. So this guy took the talent he had and he fucking mastered it, bro, and became the greatest quarterback ever. And that's a lot more impressive to me than someone who is a great talent, but doesn't like sharpen it. You know what I'm saying? Like Jerry Rice, right? Like Jerry Rice ran a 4.7. You know, 4.7.
That's pretty slow.
There's O linemen that run 4.7s. You know what I mean? But he was so good and his work ethic was so strong, he became the greatest wide receiver ever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I almost feel like when we're talking about that kind of champion, that usually the greatest ever are those kind of people, because Michael Jordan, right? He was good. He was okay in high school, got cut. We all know the story. He was got better in college, and then in the pros, he was untouchable, because to go from that insignificant guy in high school to that significant guy in college to the champion that he became, you have to develop habits, bro. And those habits create the greatness. And so, like, you know, I can respect someone with a tremendous talent, right? They're physically strong, they're intelligent, they just happen to be good and athletic. But those guys who are the greatest, those 3 names are the greatest ever in their sports, okay? And they grinded that out day by day by day. And it goes into what I talk about on Q&AF all the time, man.
Yep.
You know, like, dude, just because you weren't blessed with the best physical talent or the best situations doesn't mean that you can't create and become the greatest ever. And those guys are an example of that. And we go down the list more and more and more. I feel like people who come from a disadvantaged situation actually have an advantage whenever it comes to being successful, because they're so dissatisfied from where they came from, where someone who was born with exceptional talents, exceptional abilities, in an exceptionally optimal situation, they don't know that. They don't know what that pain's like. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I got a lot of respect for those kind of guys.
I love it, man. I love it. Well, you want to do some cruising?
Yeah.
Yeah. Guys, remember, if you want to see any of these pictures, articles, links, videos, go to andyfrisella.com. You guys can find them linked there. With that being said, headline number 1. Shocker, not shocking, right? Headline number 1 reads, Pro-Hamas protest funded by Biden's own political donors. Now, this is making waves all over the fucking social webs, interwebs today for whatever reason. A lot of people are shocked by this, but
Why?
that's my question.
Have you not been paying attention? Have you not watched who funded BLM? Did you not watch who funded Ukraine? Did you not watch who funded all this shit? The destruction of our fucking country? It's his donors.
And we're shocked. No. Yeah, so the pro-Palestinian anti-Semitic protests on university campuses across the nation.
Hold on. It's not anti-Semitic to say we don't want people to get fucking genocided.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So let's stop with that fucking bullshit. It is not anti-Semitic. It's not anti-Semitic to criticize the government of a country. All right? This is a total lie. And I'm so fucking sick of this term getting thrown around. If you say, I hate Jewish people because they're that's anti-Semitic.
That's anti-Semitic.
Okay? I hate you because you're Jewish. That's anti-Semitic. Saying Israel is a bunch of fucks in their government and they're killing all these people for bullshit, that is not anti-Semitic. That's called a fucking fact. Okay? So let's stop with this nonsense.
Mm-hmm. No, 100%, which they're actually continuing right now as we speak. They just started bombing the shit of Rafah right now. But still in yet, these protests that have been happening all over the country, they're all funded by President Joe Biden's own political donors, which could explain why he hesitates to condemn them and won't investigate them. Now, this is where, see, I think what it is, dude, is people that are starting to connect dots, you know what I'm saying, that haven't been really paying attention to those dots, and now they're trying to like, oh, okay, it makes sense now, right? And I think I'm trying to give some type of like, you know, I don't want to call it patience or like, you know, just let them kind of wake up fully. But like, dude, it's like, no shit. No shit.
Where the fuck have you been? Oh, that's right. Believe in everything they fucking feed you.
You know, and so it's just interesting to see. But Biden, the article continues, says Biden equivocated last month when asked to react to the protests, saying that he condemned the anti-Semitism, but also condemned those, quote, who don't understand what's going on with the Palestinians, which puzzled observers. Research by NGO Monitor and others into the donors behind the protest has turned up familiar names from the Democratic Party bankroll, including George Soros, Open Society Foundations, and other liberal philanthropies.
They're not liberal. They're communist.
They're very communist.
Okay? They try to hide under that term liberal. They're not fucking liberal.
Mm-mm.
They're communists.
No, and it continues, Biden's Department of Justice has notably refused to investigate the civil rights abuses being committed by the quote-unquote encampments against Jews, journalists, and others. It has also refused to consider RICO conspiracy charges. Well, I mean, here's the thing. Like, that's just not even sound legal. Like, there's no sound legal foundation there to really press on any of those things. But nevertheless,
I don't know. I mean, wouldn't Soros organizing all this shit?
that would be, yeah, on the Soros side, but not just like on the actual protesters themselves, the regular students who, you know.
No, but I mean,
but higher
couldn't
up.
they? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
See what I'm saying?
Well, and it's funny you say that because the House just launched an official investigation into the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, the tax status over the Soros-linked donations to these foundations. It just came out today. They're actually officially opening up that investigation into that. But it's the House, and it's not an actual, government.
They're not going to do shit, and I'll tell you why. Because 330 of these people voted to censor speech, okay? Do you know why it was 330 of those people? Because every single one of those motherfuckers getting their money from these people.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they did it.
100%.
If you want to know who the fucking corrupt motherfuckers are in Washington, D.C., go look who voted to limit speech regarding anti-Semitism in the law.
Right.
Go look at who did that. Those are the fucking
320 of them.
Those are, I don't know, it was something. It's 300 something.
Yeah.
Those people are the people causing the disruption in this country. And that's not anti-Semitic. The fact that you can't criticize another government, you can't. So we're going to make speech.
No, we can criticize other governments.
But you go to jail.
Yeah, you can criticize Russia. That's fine.
No. No, we're going to make a law about that. Can't criticize Russia either.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? See how absurd it sounds when you put in it? We're going to make a law that says you can't criticize Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's substitute that. Like, It sounds insane. Okay, but because it's Israel and because all these people in our government are dual citizens and getting all their money from these motherfuckers, they think it's okay. And people have been brainwashed and think, like, dude, these people that come out and say, "Oh, I'm Israel first, then America." Bro, fuck you. Get the fuck out of our country.
Yeah, fuck all the way off with that.
Yeah.
Fuck all
And
the
that
way
don't
off.
have nothing to do with Jewish people. Bro, we covered this on last CTI. More than half of the citizens of Israel are opposed to what's happening in Israel and Gaza. More than half. So it's what I've been saying for years and years and years. It's evil motherfuckers using the regular Jewish people who are good people as a shield so they cannot be fucking criticized.
Yeah. To your point, Andy, one of the foundations, so two of the main kind of organizing groups on most of these campuses, there's two of them. The one is If Not Now, right? Well, guess what the other one is? Jewish Voice for Peace. That is one of the other organizations behind all of these protests that are supplying the tents and, the garbage cans and shit like that, right? And so it's like, to your point, there is a very large movement, I guess, of actual Jewish people that are also against what's happening, right? And it's very evident. More every day.
More Jewish people are against what's happening in Israel than are for it.
Yeah. Yep.
So to say it's the Jews is an inaccurate statement.
Mm-hmm.
But they want you to say it's the Jews.
Right.
Right? That's what they do in the media. They push that narrative intentionally so that they can catch you in anti-Semitic speech.
Right. But they don't understand it. They're doing the same thing to anti-Semitism that they did with racism.
Yeah.
It's the boy you cry wolf.
Yeah, and no one cares.
Absolutely nothing.
You can't people get called racist and you're like, yeah, okay, bro.
Thanks.
Yeah, 10 years ago, it was like, oh my God, bro. No, absolutely not. And that's the same thing that's happened with anti-Semitism. It's fucked up because in both those cases with racism and anti-Semitism, now if there's real cases of it, no one knows.
Mm-hmm. Now here's the thing. We got all of this stuff going on. And like I said, man, this stuff is always a smoke screen show, right? It's always, look over here and not over here, right? That's not the main headline today. That's not the biggest story that's happening right now. Here's a story that nobody wants to talk about. Do you remember, this was like 3 weeks ago. We had talked about that base in Niger, right? And I said, there's going to be some issues here, right? Oh, well, a little DJ Damas going on right now. Headline reads, Russian troops enter air base in Niger where U.S. soldiers are stationed. Now, this comes in, right? And I'm like, man, that's interesting, right? And so, like, for a quick catch up, this base in Niger where we have U.S. military active at, the country no longer wants us there, right? We have they count about 1,000 U.S. military soldiers there, right? And the government of Niger is like, yeah, get the fuck out, right? And we're not moving quick enough for them. And next thing you know, we got Russian troops, Russian soldiers just landed at that base. Right now, this is and they're like right next door to each other in aircraft hangars. Okay, yeah. So let's dive into this a little bit. So Russian military personnel have entered an air base in Niger that is hosting American troops after a decision by Niger's junta to expel U.S. forces from the country. The military officers ruling the West African country have told the U.S. to withdraw its nearly 1,000 military personnel, which until a coup last year had been a key partner for Washington's fight against insurgents who have killed thousands of people and displaced millions more. A senior U.S. defense official speaking on condition of anonymity told Reuters that Russian forces were not mingling with the U.S. troops, but were using a separate hangar at Air Base 101, which is next to Diori Hamani International Airport in Niamey, Niger's capital. The move by Russia's military puts U.S. and Russian troops in close proximity at a time when the country's military and diplomatic rivalry is increasing, acrimonious, because of the conflict in Ukraine. It also raises questions about the fate of U.S. installations in the country after a withdrawal. Quote, the situation is not great, but in the short term, manageable, the official said. Now, I remember when we had a different situation that was manageable. I remember that. But then this headline comes out. U.S. soldier detained in Russia. officials say. Now, this just came out. Apparently, a soldier had left Korea, may have committed a crime allegedly, and then now he landed in Russia, apparently on his own free will. But now Russia has detained him. So you got Russian troops next door to American troops in a country where they don't want American troops. And now we got leverage, or now Russia has leverage because they have an American soldier, an active duty American soldier now, and being detained over there. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. Andy, can we make any sense of any of this?
I don't know, man. I think it's probably a tense situation for the governments, but I bet you on the ground, I bet they're probably drinking vodka shit together. Because everybody, Russian troops and American troops, and all the troops that made up of the actual citizens of the countries are fucking tired of these lies that we're being told. Like all these wars that have some sort of noble cause, they all know better. Okay, so
that's a great point.
Yeah, and so but it could be a very dangerous situation and an intentional abandoning of our troops in Africa to create some situation where some of them get killed by the citizens or the military of Niger or the Russians. And so we have more of an excuse to get involved in what's going on. So, we could fly 1,000 motherfuckers out of there in a fucking 2-hour span, and they're not doing it. And we have to ask why they're not doing it. And so then we have to ask, well, why are they doing anything? Why are they letting the illegals across the border? Why are they inflating the currency? Why are they leaving Afghanistan? And why are they doing all these things that intentionally harm the countries? Well, that's their MO, because those people in Washington right now are intent on destroying the America that we have always known and creating a communist country. And that is led by people like George Soros and these other donors who are funding all of this shit. And so Biden, it's interesting because Biden has all kinds of protests that are pro-America going on all over the country, right? But he still won't speak out in support of them. Why is that? Why is the president of our United States not saying a positive word about, the patriotic Americans standing up to what's happening? Why is that? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't it make sense for him to take the side of our country, not the side of, funded protesters? But he can't do that because, and by the way, most of these protesters aren't even students at the schools. And by the way, I think they have a right to protest because all their fucking people are getting fucking killed for no fucking reason. Oh, there's a reason, Andy, blah, blah, blah. No, there isn't.
Nothing justifies
That's
that.
right.
Yeah.
They killed 600 people. Now you guys have killed 40,000 of them. Mostly kids. And you know why you killed mostly kids? Because you don't want to deal with their kids when they grow up. That's genocide. All right? And everybody knows it. Everybody's aware of it. And anybody that's still going along with it is a fucking fuckhead.
Yeah. Yeah.
The entire world is recognizing what's going on here. And dude, Netanyahu won't fucking back up. And I tell you why he won't back up. He won't back up because he knows he has all the shit on all these people. He owns these motherfuckers, and they don't have a choice but to back him up. That's the truth.
That's real shit, man. Guys, jump in on this conversation. Down in the comments, let us know what you guys think.
What if you had all the information on Joe Biden and everybody else, and Biden calls you up and he says, hey, man, I need you to stop. You're going to say, hey, fuck you, dude. I'll do whatever the fuck I want. I own your ass. I fucking fund everybody in your government. All those people in your government, I fucking pay for. Our donors pay for. You know what? On top of that, I got everything on you. I got all the dirty shit you did. And all your fucking cohorts, I got their dirty shit. You want me to fucking let that shit fly? Because I'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Joe Biden goes over and sits his fucking old ass down and says nothing because he's a bitch.
It's real shit, man. That's real shit. Guys, jump in on this conversation down in the comments. Let us know what you guys think. With that being said, let's check some out.
Joe Biden's a pussy ass bitch.
This comment comes from @FreeAmerica2024. One of my visualizations for the next 30 days will be visualizing Andy as president and DJ as the press secretary. That would be a sight to behold.
They're never going to allow that, fellas. If we want that, we're going to have to take it. But I appreciate you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, listen.
I can promise you this. None of this shit would be happening.
No.
None of it. We wouldn't be paying any bullshit tax either. We'd have a safe country. We'd have no crime. We'd have beautiful architecture. We'd have a thriving economy. We wouldn't pay very little tax, under 10%, all in. Everybody would pay it. People who don't pay tax wouldn't have a fucking say into what's going on, because that's really the problem here. We'd have every single government official obeying the laws that they make. There would be no diplomatic immunity. If you fucking violated the law and you're in the government, guess what? You'd face the consequences like everybody else. I'd eliminate lobbies. Dude, I could fix this shit really fast. Okay?
Fuck, man, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, it could all be fixed in like a day.
Yeah, fuck. That sounds so awesome.
Yeah, well, that's what I would do. And dude, that's what needs to be done. And that's what Trump needs to do if he gets back in.
No.
Otherwise, he's going to be a failure too.
You know, I think I would be a good press secretary.
Yeah.
What would be my like tagline though? Because like I feel like everybody, like, you know, what was the one lady's circle back? What was her name?
Jen Psaki.
Yeah, fucking Psaki. Fuck her, man. But she had circle back. And then you got KGB. She just lies. I feel like I need a tagline though. I don't know what it would be.
Well, you think about that and let us know. Yeah. I'm just saying, dude, I could fix this shit real easy.
Yeah.
Bro, you know.
That's the thing. It's like they could fix this shit.
They could, but they don't, because all of these people, there'd be term limits. You wouldn't be able to invest if you were in government. See all this shit that I'm saying, they'd fucking kill me for.
Yeah.
Because that's their money train. These are ineffective people, bro. You guys have been taught to believe that the people in our government are the best and brightest. They are not the best and brightest. They run for government so they can fleece you of your tax dollars, spend, $90,000 on a bag of washers, and fucking put $89,995 in their fucking pocket. Mm-hmm. Like, people don't realize what's going on. And for us to ever be the country that we could be, it's going to take radical change, not a little bit of change, radical reformation. That's what's needed. And the only way this will ever happen is if the culture changes first, which is why we talk about winning and personal excellence, and personal excellence is the ultimate rebellion, because when you unplug yourself from their system, they have no power. Okay. When you're fit, you're not consuming their food. When you're intelligent, you're not consuming their data. When you're building great relationships, you're not keeping yourself in this bubble. Like, there's all these things. When you're healthy, you're not buying their pharmaceuticals. Like, these are all the things that fund their shit. Yeah. And so for us to fix what's going on, we have to unplug ourselves from their system first, and then we can install a leader that will fix the actual system. Because politics is downstream of culture. So a lot of people are like, why don't you run for office? Because it wouldn't matter. Because culture's so fucked. We have all this victim culture and all this loser shit. Like, dude, I was talking to my buddy Chris. He made a post and he screenshotted. He has a podcast and they were he was talking about selling merch on the podcast, and somebody's like, "Oh, so you're gonna sell shit now? So this is about money?" It's like, yeah, bitch, this is America. It's capitalism. You're supposed to make money. You're supposed to provide. And we have all these fucking idiots out here that try to guilt everybody about, that's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. And if you don't, you're failing one of the fundamental requirements of being an effective citizen of this country. And we have all these people that fucking cry and bitch about, you making some money. Yeah, no shit. You should try it. Your life would be a lot happier. Yeah. Bro, we have to stop letting people vote that don't pay fucking tax. The biggest problem we have in this country is that people who do not contribute to the country have a major say in the direction of the country. That is hurting our country in a massive way. And the reason that they're bringing in all these people and the reason that they're impoverishing all these people intentionally is so that they can continue to get those people to vote. Because what they want is they want those people to vote so that they can come in and legally confiscate your fucking hard work and your wealth and your buying power and make everybody poor. That's the point. It's not about giving it to them. It's about taking it from you. And so, like, dude, it's useful idiot shit. We cannot, if this country is to survive, We cannot let people that do not contribute have a say in the direction of the country. It would fix everything.
It's real shit, man. It's real shit. We got one more comment here quickly from @SunnyTopBoy4975.
Top Boy, huh?
It's an interesting name, I'll be honest. But he has a great comment. It says, love Andy and DJ, black and white banter. This is how it should be, not people dividing us.
Yeah, man.
To which it was replied, this is how life was every day until Obama became president.
That's fucking that's exactly right, bro. Dude, listen, man.
That's true, man.
People that aren't of a certain age do not understand that.
Yeah.
That's why we have all these knuckleheads out there thinking they're at the front of the civil rights movement. Hey, dumbasses, we had it figured out, and y'all came around because you've been indoctrinated for 25 years in your fucking stupid school system, and now you think you're at civil rights. That shit already happened, bro. Everybody used to get along, bro. Go back and look at Eddie Murphy in the 80s. Go look at Richard Pryor. Go look at fucking George Carlin. Go watch the old comedy, the old Dave Chappelle. We had it, and you fuckers fucked it up.
Fucking Obama, man.
It is Obama.
100%.
Obama came in and started dividing everybody intentionally, and by the way, it's still Obama.
Yeah, fun fact. But guys, we appreciate you guys. We appreciate you guys for being real ass fans. Keep liking, commenting.
I like that you like the black and white banter too, because I fucking love it.
Yeah.
Personally, it makes me feel good.
Which part?
All of it, especially the fried chicken part. What?
The fried chicken's good.
It is good.
It's good.
You ever had Lee's?
You know, Lee, I've had it. It's not up there. Like them.
You must have ate the wrong Lee's, bro.
I mean, is there a right one? They all exist in the same places.
Yeah, but you know how like there's like emos, right? There's bad emos and then there's good emos.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, which Lee's?
Well, we used to go to this one in Arnold. I don't know if it's still there, but is it? Is it still, bro? That used to be good, dude.
Yeah.
They got the extra crunchy.
Because we done gave y'all the recipes and shit. Huh?
What?
It's easy to make good fried chicken when you ain't being shot at.
Bro, you must have been in Arnold lately.
Arnold's not bad.
We got the meth.
Yeah, but no, they're shooting up, not shooting at people. It's a difference.
It's easy to make fried chicken when you're getting shot at.
I'm just saying. You go over to the King's Highway, it might be a little hard to make that chicken over there. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
Bro, listen, real talk, in the real world, all black people and white people like each other, bro. They all around. It's real shit. You know, whatever.
Yeah. It's people trying to convince you that it's different. And why would they want you to think
serve their own victimhood? That's what it is.
Yeah,
I can't be anything because of this and this and this. No, you can't be anything because you're a lazy fuck and you don't do shit.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
That's real shit, man.
You know, let's take some of these people that walk around and say they're so fucking oppressed, white or black or otherwise, gay people, I don't care. And let's watch what they do on a daily basis. That'll tell the story. Let's follow them around for a week, and we'll see.
Hold on, lazy.
We'll see how oppressed they are. If we follow them around for a week, what do?
Yeah.
Do they read any books? Do they have a job? Do they work hard at their job, or do they hide in the corner waiting for the fucking time? Do they fucking work out? Do they eat okay? Do they try? Are they even? The answer is fucking no, and we all know it. Okay, so let's stop this crazy shit. You're not oppressed, bro. You're just not fucking doing the things it takes to be anything, and then you claim oppression so that you can get away with it.
That's real shit, man.
And that goes for everybody. That goes for black people, white people, Asian people, Latinos, depressed people, fucking
anybody,
gay people, straight people, anybody. That's the truth. If you follow any of these motherfuckers around in the United States of America, they ain't doing shit. And they use this other shit as an excuse.
That's real shit, man.
And then the comments on that are going to be like, spoken like a true white guy with white privilege.
Yeah.
I have white privilege, bitch. I've only worked every single day of my life for the last 25 years. I've given everything, and you ain't gave shit. You won't even do it for a fucking week. But I don't deserve what I have.
Privilege, man.
Fuck off, motherfucker.
Not the doubles. Not the double. The doubles.
The doubles is where it's at. You got to do it like this, though. It's
up at an angle.
That's right.
Got it.
You got to start them down low and cruise them up.
Bring them. They don't touch.
You can't just go like this.
Well, don't let them touch.
That's what they do.
Who's they?
The fucking pink-haired, half trash can douchebags. They got no swag to it.
You gotta fucking.
Yeah, you gotta.
Can they touch? Do they touch or not?
They can cross.
They can cross.
But that means something else. That's like extra racist.
Oh, what's that?
It just is. You didn't
Enlighten-
know that?
No, enlighten me.
Well, I just made it up. That's probably why you didn't know it. Yeah.
Guys, here are them two reads. Judge Juan Merchan holds Donald Trump in contempt again for violating gag order. Now, we're getting to a scenario.
Donald Trump just gagged this motherfucker with his dick. That's a gag order.
You know, sometimes, like, have you ever, like, you say something and then, or you hear somebody say something and you picture it in your head?
Nope.
Does that happen to you guys? It happens to you? Okay, I just pictured that statement and I don't want to picture it.
DJ, you know what that means?
What?
You're gay.
That's not what that means.
Yeah.
No, everybody does that. I'm just saying, you said gag them and I'm just like, orange pubic hair. It's just like, just popped in my, I'm like,
the all gawk gawk special.
That's what I'm saying. It's just,
the all gawk gawk 5,000.
Yeah. Okay. All right. But yeah, I feel like Trump's in a weird position, man. Well, not Trump. That would be a weird one. I feel like this judge is putting himself in a very weird position.
He's gonna find himself in jail himself.
The judge is.
Yeah.
Well, and so there's a term in psychology, right? It's called FOS. And what FOS means, it means full of shit. Okay. And so essentially the idea behind it is that if you.
Is that a technical term?
Well, it's what one of the professors coined it.
Yeah, okay.
But what it is that when you set out consequences, right? If I say that, if you do this, this is going to be the consequence, right? And then I don't follow through on that consequence if you do it, I am full of shit, right? And like, you're threatening him with all of these things, but this is like the 10th time he's done this.
Bro, he said today he's going to put him in jail for this.
That's what he's saying.
Go ahead, dude.
Yeah,
go ahead,
bro.
Do
listen.
Do it.
Listen. I mean, that's what I'm saying. So, like, you should have did it after the first time or second time, maybe third time, maybe. But like, bro, you let him.
If I was Trump, I'd start running my mouth as hard as possible.
As hard as you fucking can.
Make him put you in jail.
I'm gonna call you bluff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call you fucking bluff, man. Like,
I'd walk out and be like, "Hey, that Juan Merchant, he's a fucking fuck, huh? This guy."
Straight to jail.
Trump's so polite about how he says shit. It's almost like he knows that they're unraveling themselves, and he's just like,
bro,
being quiet.
Think about the uproar that would cause.
Yeah, that's why I want him to do it.
Like, fuck,
bro,
man.
Listen, this mother
judge knows it's a big deal too. That's why he's like,
does he?
Yeah, that's what he says, man. He said, so he's fined Trump $1,000 for a single violation. So I believe it's at like 10 grand now because there's been 10 different violations here. And so the judge said, quote, "This court will have to consider a jail sanction," Merchant told the court. Quote, "At the end of the day, I have a job to do. Part of that job is to protect the dignity of the justice system." Oh, yeah? Oh, really? Really?
Well, he's doing a shitty job of that.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, he said the violation is, quote, a direct attack on the rule of law. Cannot allow that to continue, he added. Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg alleged Trump committed 4 violations, including comments about Michael Cohen, David Pecker, the former publisher of the National Enquirer. Prosecutors alleged speech directed toward witnesses was a violation of Merchant's gag order. Now, here's the interesting thing, because, this judge is talking about, protecting the dignity of the justice system and, and all of this good stuff. And it's interesting because as soon as this comes out, that one of the fucking prosecutors that are assisting this case, guess where he worked at before?
Where?
Under the Biden administration.
Mm.
And guess where he worked at before that?
The DNC.
Under the Obama administration.
Mm.
They're all in the Playboy fan club, man. That's what.
Dude, these people have forgotten. There's going to be justice for this.
Yeah.
There's going to be justice for this, bro. They're playing with fire. They're playing with fire.
Yeah, man. So the Democratic National Committee paid Trump prosecutor Matthew Colangelo thousands of dollars for quote-unquote political consulting in 2018. Fox News Digital has learned. Colangelo delivered opening statements in the unprecedented criminal trial of former President Donald Trump and currently serves as a top prosecutor with Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg's office on the case. Colangelo joined Bragg's office in December of 2022 after the resignations of Mark Pomerantz and Carrie Doon, both prosecutors who were investigating Trump and resigned in protest of Bragg's initial unwillingness to indict the former president. Colangelo left a senior role at the Biden Justice Department to join Bragg's team. Bragg afterward brought charges against the former president in April of 2023, raising questions among some in the GOP about alleged politicization of the case. House Republicans are investigating Colangelo and his past work as he prosecutes Trump. So there's an ongoing investigation on him right now. But it's just interesting. It's not interesting. We all know it. So this guy comes, yeah. So before he was with, let me see. So his kind of like the timeline here is he's at Bragg's office now. Before that, he was working for Biden's DOJ. Okay, which means that he had all the intel, anything that he needed to have in his hands. He was already pre-aware of all of this stuff. And during that time, he was also getting paid as a consultant for the DNC, right? And then before that, he worked he worked inside the President Obama administration as the deputy director of the White House Economic Council. He's all tied in with them, and so it makes sense that they picked their boy. He kind of looks like Josh Hawley a little bit.
He looks like Fauci.
Fauci?
Throw some glasses on that. That looks like Fauci.
I said Josh Hawley, just a little bit.
No, that dude looks more like Fauci.
Fauci?
Put some glasses on that guy. That looks like Fauci, dude.
I could see the weaselness of it.
Little ratness.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I see that. Interesting. Andy, anything on this? So Trump, you saying Trump do it? Trump needs to just come out, talk some shit, and call a bluff.
Well, look, I think, one, it's very clear that the more that they push on Trump with this shit, the more people are realizing what's going on. They're losing voters across the board on every demographic quick. Two, people are realizing that if they can do this to Trump, that they can do it to anybody. All right? Three, I believe that these people have grossly overestimated their own power and ability to get on TV and lie to the American people thinking that they are going to be believed. Because up until recently, it's worked. It worked with COVID. It works with Ukraine. It has worked and worked and worked. It worked with Black Lives Matter. It worked with all this shit. And so now they think that anything they say, people will believe, which historically has been the case. But because of the internet and the quickness that the information spreads, which is ironic because they created the internet to control people's thoughts and interactions of speech and to control narratives with fake bots and fake traffic and the boosting up of narratives that they want. Now it's actually blowing up in their faces and it's showing people what the actual truth is. So when you combine all of these things like the censorship, the questionable election practices, which was fraud, all the shit that Biden's done, like the opening of the border, like people are starting to feel that. Remember months and months or fucking years ago when I told people like, dude, you're going to have issues where all these men are going to come here and start attacking the women, this and that. And now people are like, oh my God, where are all the men? Well, you fucking voted for this, bro.
Right.
You voted for this because you don't contribute to the system. You don't think it through. Okay. So now we have all of these things that are actually touching people and affecting people, and they know someone who's been affected by it. So they're starting to open their eyes. And so I think that the Democrats and the media and social media conglomerates, big tech, all these things, they still believe that whatever they say is going to be accepted as true, when in reality, people have had their trust violated so much that anything they say, people are saying, well, the opposite must be true. And that's where we're getting to now. So the harder they push, the more power they're going to create through their opposition's momentum against them. And it's very clear in the numbers.
Yeah.
So, go ahead, put them in jail. Watch what happens.
Yeah.
Because that'll eventually, if they did, I'd be very surprised if there weren't lifelong or life-ending ramifications for them once the power finally changes.
Yeah. Well, let's see what
they must be pretty confident that they're going to win to even do this shit. I just don't think people are going to accept it if they cheat again.
No, there's no fucking way. Here's a clip of Trump's response after all of this stuff. Let's watch this real quick.
There's no case here, and yet the judge has gagged me, and I'm not allowed to talk about, I guess, his total conflict. The judge is totally conflicted, and you ought to take a look at it. And I'm not supposed to be talking about it. But I am allowed to say that the judge has a conflict that like nobody's ever had before. You ought to take a look at it. He's taken away my constitutional right to speak. I was in Miami this weekend, and reporters are asking me questions, the same questions like you're asking me, and I have to say I have a gag order. I can't speak about it. Never happened before, ever. Number one. Number two, it's a fake trial. They have no case. And it's been absolutely proven now. They have no case whatsoever. This is Alvin Bragg doing it for political reasons for Biden. This is a Biden trial. He's a crooked president. Now, it just came out, Colombia just canceled their commencement. Axios. Colombia.
Yeah. So it seems like he's kind of taking the advice there.
Listen, man. Listen. I'm smarter than every motherfucking advisor he has. That's the truth. Okay? He better be real careful about this vaccine shit. All right? Oh, you got that?
Oh, come on now. No, I got that. Yeah, Trump's got some other stuff to be worried about. Let's just go ahead over there. Guys, jump down to the comments section. Let us know what you guys thought. Headline 2. Let's get to headline number 3 because there's some shit happening. All right? I want you guys to look at headline number 3. This is from the New York Times. Headline reads, thousands believe COVID vaccines harm them. Is anyone listening? All vaccines have at least occasional side effects, but people who say that they were injured by COVID vaccines believe their cases have been ignored. And it has this like picture of this guy. Like you go to the website link, this is what it looks like.
It's not thousands. It's tens of millions.
Now, it should be noted, this article was written by Apoorva Mandavali, who her bio says that she spent more than a year talking to dozens of experts in vaccine science, policymakers, and people who said they had experienced serious side effects after receiving COVID-19 vaccine. Okay, now, this article was published May 3rd, 2024, updated on May 4th. So let's dive into this because I got something about her. This is interesting. But let's just dive into this. So the article starts off, it says, within minutes of getting the Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine, Michelle Zimmerman felt pain racing from her left arm up to her ear and down to her fingertips. Within days, she was unbearably sensitive to light and struggled to remember simple facts. She was 37 with a PhD in neuroscience, and until then could ride her bicycle 20 miles, teach a dance class, and give a lecture on artificial intelligence all in the same day. Now, more than 3 years later, she lives with her parents. Eventually diagnosed with brain damage, she cannot work, drive, or even stand for long periods of time. Quote, when I let myself think about the devastation of what this has done to my life and how much I've lost, sometimes it feels even too hard to comprehend, said Dr. Zimmerman, who believes her injury is due to a contaminated vaccine batch. The COVID vaccines, a triumph of science and public health, are estimated to have prevented millions of hospitalizations and death. Yet even the best vaccines produce rare but serious side effects. And the COVID vaccines have been given to more than 270 million people in the United States in nearly 677 million doses. And it continues to say that Dr. Zimmerman's account is among the more harrowing, but thousands of Americans believe they suffered serious side effects following COVID vaccination. As of April, just over 13,000 vaccine injury compensation claims have been filed with the federal government, but to little avail. Only 19% have been reviewed. Only 47 of those were deemed eligible for compensation, and only 12 have been paid out at an average of about $3,600. So that's what they're saying. Here's the picture of Dr. Zimmerman. Now it's interesting, man, because this journalist, Apoorva Mandavali, right? You know, I went through and looked at some of her history of like what she's been reporting on, right? And you go back and you'll find headlines like this: COVID vaccine prompts strong immune response in younger children. And in this article, she's pushing and advocating to giving kids these vaccines. Or this one in September 10th of 2021. Will vaccine mandates slow the pandemic? Yes, scientists say, but not immediately. Again, another push to get the vaccine. Or this one, the Pfizer BioNTech vaccine is said to be powerfully protective in adolescents. Again, a strong focus on these kids. And we've all seen the videos. I know we shared a few of them on here where, like, you know, the one mom, she's at like some type of committee hearing or something, and her daughter's in a fucking wheelchair, right? We shared that. Now, this is also what I found to be interesting, Andy, when I was researching a little bit on this topic. You know, you go to Google and you type in vaccine side effects, which, you know, a year ago, 6 months ago, you would have been met with, what do they call those things? Fact checks. You'd be met with CDC statements. You'd be met with all of these FDA, you know, blips and you know, all these fact check articles and stuff like that. But that's not the case anymore. You type in that, now look what you got. It's all down the news search. Everybody's talking about it now, right? And everybody's talking about it. Even Chris Cuomo. Let's see what he had to say.
New York Times released an article that's getting a lot of play that says that there are thousands of people who say they're still suffering side effects they believe from the vaccine, and that those have been ignored. Now, one of them is nurse practitioner Sean Barkovich. He says he got his first dose in 2020, had side effects. Just standing up sent his heart racing, stinging pain in his eyes, mouth, groin. Those have gotten a little bit better, but he still has what they call tinnitus. That's a ringing in the ears. We know that vaccines can have unintended consequences, AKA side effects, but nobody's really talking about it because they're too afraid of blame and they just want it to go away. But the problem is people like Sean and me and millions of others who still have weird stuff with their blood work and their lives and their feelings, you know, physically, are not going away. Sean Barkovich joins us now. Sean, why do you believe it's the vaccine, and what has happened when you've tried to get clinical analysis of it or answers?
Why do I believe this? It's not a belief, it's a fact. And as soon as I was injured, 15, 20 minutes of my first dose, I had numbness tingling up and down my injected arm that over days spread to my face and my eyes. I went to see a neurologist. He ran some tests. He's like, well, this is all new. We don't know much about it, but the hospital is going to mandate it. You should get a second dose. And everything in my medical mind and in my bones was telling me, no, if you have a reaction after something, don't do it again. But the pressure was immense. And then 3 weeks rolled around, I got a second dose. And after that, everything blew up.
Now, it's interesting. Right, so Cuomo has this talk. You know, he does this on the show, but does anybody remember how bad this stuff was pushed, especially from people like Cuomo, who's now admitting that he has a vaccine injury allegedly? I didn't forget. Here's a clip of him actually when he was talking about Brian Donald. Let's see what he had to say. This is when he was still with CNN.
The reason has to be, part of the reason that you're seeing what you're seeing in Florida is because of vaccine hesitancy. And an aspect of vaccine hesitancy is politics, especially in your state. Don't Fauci Florida. We all know that was about. Do you feel responsible for spreading a message where I'm not going to take it because I don't care what Biden wants? Byron Donald's not going to take it because he doesn't care what Biden wants. You think that's a good message for people to hear?
Well, the first thing is my message was never about Joe Biden. The message is about me and my own personal health.
I'm not getting vaccinated because I don't want to. Hold on, no. I want to read your words. I want to read your words. Byron, I know you don't get to cut me off. It's my show. But just listen. It has nothing to do with what Joe Biden wants. It has nothing to do with what Joe Biden wants. Funny, I never brought him up when I was deciding whether or not to get vaccinated. Why did you?
A reporter asked me on a news show, and I said it has nothing to do with what he wants. I chose not to get vaccinated because I chose not to get vaccinated. I already had COVID-19 once. I'm 42 years old. I'm in very good health. I actually get checkups regularly and do all those things. That's a personal decision from myself. Members of my family, my wife, my 3 kids, they've all had COVID. They're not getting vaccinated. They're all healthy. That is a decision they've chosen to make.
You ask your doctor?
For everybody to understand is this. Hold on. Here's the key thing you need to understand. If people in the United States are concerned about contracting and being hospitalized and dying, of course, from COVID-19, please go get vaccinated. I will never tell you not to get vaccinated. What I'm saying is I made a decision not to get vaccinated. And it doesn't matter if it's you or Joe Biden or anybody else that's going to stress or want me to get it. I'm not doing it because I made that decision.
I know, but that's just
as a free person.
Hold on, Byron. That doesn't make you just a free person. All right, freedom isn't just defined as the bold and ability to be strong and wrong. It's about doing the right thing, the best thing. You say if people are worried about getting sick or dying, then they should get vaccinated. What about if people are worried about giving COVID-19 or a variant to others, which you very well could do? You could be doing it right now and not know. Doesn't that matter?
You know, so that's a little bit, that's interesting, right? This flip.
Do you feel responsible for spreading that message, Byron Donald? I don't know, Como. Do you feel responsible for pushing that message for 2.5 years, shutting the country down, ruining businesses, ruining lives, making people get the vaccine, and now they're injured, including you? Because it feels to me like you're just trying to cover your ass because you know what the fuck is coming. That's what it feels to me.
What's coming?
Well, what I believe is coming and what I've been saying, I don't know, for 3 fucking years is that towards the election, they will start to be honest about the damage that these vaccines have caused. And because Trump keeps saying over and over and over and over again, oh, the vaccines were a wonderful thing, they're going to try to put the blame on Operation Warp Speed and Trump and say he killed all these people and committed crimes against humanity, when in reality, he was listening to everybody around him. And if you remember back in that time, what would have happened if Donald Trump, the media already hated him.
Yeah.
The media was already destroying him for 3 fucking years. What would have happened had he come out and said, no, this is not doing this. We're not shutting the country down. Bro, he would be seen as a total rogue president. You had Fauci, you had the NIH, you had the WHO, you had every single advisor, every single doctor, every single media person threatening people to get the vaccine, or you're going to get fined, or you're going to be excommunicated from society, or you're going to be, like you're a grandma killer, you're killing people. We had people in the stores fighting people over a fucking mask, which the science says unequivocally does not do anything, all right? This was complete political theater to destroy Donald Trump in 2020, and now they're going to flip it and do the same thing in 2024. So you guys can say, oh, well, he did do Operation Warp Speed. He did what the fuck he was told to do by the people around him who were the experts regarding that. Mm-hmm. Okay? So
experts, yeah.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, bro, these media personalities, they have a lot of balls to sit here and say, oh, well, the vaccine's real. Dude, we don't forget. We remember. The only people that don't remember are the people who hate Trump so much that they can't get past how much they hate him. Everybody else remembers, which is why the fucking tide is turning so hard. I remember anybody who refused the vaccine remembers very clearly, because they'll never forget in their entire lives that their neighbors wanted them to go to fucking camps because they wouldn't get a fucking shot. Mm-hmm. You don't forget that kind of shit. And I wonder how many people, as sad as that story is about that doctor, I wonder how many people she shamed and she talked shit to and she called this or that, right? Dude, do we not remember the language? Do we not remember the accusations? Do we not remember the pressure to get vaccinated? Dude, that was insane.
Yeah.
And it was crimes against humanity committed by the people at the highest points of power in the world. And Klaus Schwab wrote a fucking book about it called COVID-19, The Great Reset. You can go read it. And people still think that this was an accident. COVID-19, The Great Reset came out in 2020. How the fuck could he come out with a book that outlined all this shit they were going to do with COVID-19 if it wasn't intentional?
Yeah.
And all of these people, Klaus Schwab, the NIH, the WHO, the fucking medical experts in our government, these people organized this crimes against humanity for a bunch of different reasons. One, for depopulation. Two, for ruining the middle class and imposing communism. Three, to get Donald Trump not reelected. Like, bro, all of this shit was intentional. And we covered it. There's nobody out here. There's not a single person out here that covered it more than us, more accurately than us, more consistent than us starting in 2020. Not a single fucking one. Not a single one. Go back and listen. I got the receipts, and I told you all this was going to happen, and here we go with it. So I could bet, I would be willing to bet everything I fucking own that before November, they're going to turn all these injuries on Donald Trump because he won't fucking say anything to the contrary.
Yeah. That's man. Listen, that's one of my biggest gripes that I have with him. Is like he gets on there and he's like, oh, Operation Warp Speed. How good was that? He continues to take dollars from Big Pharma.
Yeah.
And the
well, I think that's a big problem for a lot of people. I think a lot of people really don't like that about Trump.
Yeah.
But they're going to vote for him anyway because of all the other shit that Biden's doing. But it almost makes you wonder, like, why the fuck he's doing that? Like, why is he doing that?
Well,
why are you still taking money from pharma?
Yeah.
Why are you still bragging about something that clearly hurt tens of millions of people?
Yeah.
The fucking death rate across the world is up almost 40%, all-cause deaths. What do you think that's from?
Yeah. Yeah, and I think, too, man, adding to that, with that report that came out, a week ago or whatever, talking about how the CIA allegedly withheld information and intelligence from them. You don't think all the other experts in the room at his table?
That's a great point.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's a great point. You have the CIA on James O'Keefe's undercover story talking about how they limited the information that they provided to Donald Trump. You don't think that all those motherfuckers did that? They all did it. Here was their mentality. Fuck, he won. Well, okay, we can't let him get too much in control. So Pompeo tried to handle him and pretended he was his best friend. And they held all the pertinent, important information details from him. They let him have generalized information. And for a fact, they were telling him, if you don't do this, bro, tens of millions of people are going to die in this country. Because that's what they were saying on the news. Bro, do we not remember the
death tracker?
Dude, that's what I was going to say. The death tracker, when they were
counter.
They were tracking cases of COVID. They were counting deaths from COVID by people who had COVID when they died, people who committed suicide, who happened to have COVID. And by the way, everybody had COVID inside of them because when they tested it, they tested with a PCR test. The cycle rate was up over 10 times what it should be. So if you even had one fucking particle, not enough to get you sick, but even had one particle in your body, which all of you do even today, it would test positive. So if you tested positive post-mortem, which everybody did, they counted as a COVID death. Right. They totally lied to society. It was a complete fucking lie. Chris Cuomo was at the front and the tip of the spear of that lie. And while I appreciate him saying what this is, it feels like a big gaslight to either A, cover his ass, or B, pile on Trump when it comes out.
Yeah.
So,
that's how I see it, man.
Yeah, bro. We could go back. Dude, you guys don't believe me? Go back and listen to all the shit. You won't do it because you won't take the time to do it. But I can promise you, when it's all said and done, whatever happens, no one can fucking say that we weren't on this shit and call it accurately the entire fucking time. We did not fucking miss. The only thing we missed on was in 2020. I thought that those people were going to get arrested then before Biden took office. And two, I thought the war would start at midterms in 2022, and it actually started this year.
Right.
So.
Our bad.
Yeah. So you guys can fucking say whatever you want, but dude, I got receipts and they're all on the fucking internet.
Guys,
no one else has that.
No. Guys, jump in on this conversation down in the comments. Let us know what you guys think is going to happen with this. And let us know down there. With that being said, man, let's get to our final segment of the show. As always, we have thumbs up or dumb as fuck. This is where we bring a headline up. We talk about it. It'll be get one of those two options. Now Tarzan was here the other day, and we had talked about like going to Africa, right? Seeing my people.
You guys talking about the real Tarzan on Instagram?
Yeah. And
Mike Holston.
Yeah, going back to Africa, seeing my people and shit. And we talked about like doing safaris and shit and seeing all of this stuff. And it's funny because this headline comes up, which kind of makes me not want to do it. Headline reads, moment enraged hippo chases down and attacks boat full of terrified tourists by repeatedly biting its outboard motor in Namibia. That's not Namibia. What is that? They spell that wrong?
I don't fucking know.
Namibia? That's not how you spell that.
We're over there somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere over there.
That's right. It's accurate.
That is it? Namibia.
It's a country in Southwest Africa.
Huh. Learn something new every day. So this is a terrifying moment. A charging hippo attacked a boat full of tourists by repeatedly biting on its outboard motor with its massive jaws. The boat tour was cruising down the Chobe River in Namibia on March 22nd when it came across a pod of hippos bathing in the water. Witnesses claim the skipper had approached the group from a safe distance when suddenly a large male hippo charged at the boat. The skipper jumped into action and tried to facilitate an escape, but the boat was on the ground under shallow water, leaving it at the mercy of the huge marine mammal. The hippo opened its huge mouth and began to chomp down on the boat's outboard motor, leaving the plastic surroundings cracked. Jackie Bashev, who was on the river tour at the time of the incident, says she, quote, could actually couldn't believe what was happening in front of me. Here's the clip. Look at this shit. Fuck that.
That wasn't that bad.
Well, bro, do you see that shit?
Yeah, bro, you're not supposed to fuck with hippos, man. They're the most dangerous animal in the world.
I think they had one of the strongest bites.
Yeah. What's crazy is how fast they move in the water,
bro. Look at how he's like, look at that.
Yeah, bro. They're fast in the water.
And then the fucking boat stalled, bro. I would have shit my pants.
Well,
has the fourth strongest bite.
I hope the hippo didn't get hurt by that prop, you know?
Fuck, man. Yeah, they kill about 500 humans a year.
Yeah, well, that's why you don't fuck with them. I mean, bro, that's natural selection. I kind of wish you would have got him.
We don't go to the boat. Oh,
why are you with them?
They not. Would they with them?
Keep your distance, dude. You think they like to be buzzed by some boat, by some dumbass trying to get pictures of them? Use a bigger lens.
This is true.
You fucking get close. It's like people are surprised. They get close to these animals and the animals fucking try to kill them.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, I'm offended. Bro, I follow this page on Instagram. I can't think of what it's called, but it's hilarious. Basically, it's all super dumb people going to Yellowstone and like getting up next to bisons or getting
fucked up.
Bro, yes. And it's like, dude, how fucking stupid are you? And anybody who gets fucked up by an animal like that, honestly, they deserve it.
Yeah, they deserve
like,
that.
Dude, these people will walk right up to moose or fucking bison and they think that like they're bear. They think it's like a friendly, like, bro. I think it's hilarious.
It's social Darwinism, man.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Because people are so sheltered and so stupid and so like this is why you know that if like shit actually goes down, all these fucking leftist, communist, purple hair dumbasses, they're gonna die in like a week.
Yeah, from
they don't know how to do shit. They have no common sense.
They don't eat meat.
They don't have common sense, bro. They have no idea. Oh, I'm gonna go up to this bison 3 feet away from it.
Let me pet the bison.
Yeah. I mean, only I could do that.
You probably actually could do that.
I know, because I'm the animal whisperer.
You're like the Italian Cesar Millan.
That's right. They know that I don't want to with them.
Yeah.
And they whisper in my ear. They say, "Hey, go tell your homies to leave us alone."
Yeah, they probably
you're cool.
Yeah, they probably think I was kin.
Yeah, they said you're cool, but not them. That's what my ducks tell me. That's what they tell me.
Yeah. All right. Well, are we still going?
Yeah, we're going, but we're not gonna.
Just no hippos.
I mean, I can go, but probably nobody else.
Yeah. Okay. So Andy goes on the boat by himself to hippos.
Yeah.
All right.
They'd be happy to see me.
Bro, look at that shit, man.
Bro, you ever seen the videos when they like throw the pumpkins in their mouth or watermelon?
No,
they just
no. I have zero interest.
Hippos are Super dangerous.
Yeah, zero interest.
Anyway.
Man, jeez. All right. What are we giving this?
I give it thumbs down because I wish he would have got him. It would have been a much cooler video had he got all the people.
All right. All right. Well, thumbs down, man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, Andy, that's all I got.
Yep. Don't be a hoe.
Share the show.